like button, hit the like button. We got something to talk about. All right, so come November, we're gonna talk about it. Let's get him out of here. All right, let's get up out of here real quick. If you hit the button, if you just coming in, hit the like button, hit the like button. It's your boy Jay Quilla on Talk Live. About to go over here and drop this box real quick. If you read the title, you will see what's in there. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So this is a serious matter to a lot of people out there that got CDL license. Let me get about the spot first. So I can get over to this port real quick. And it's a little heavy. You come in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button. We're about to talk about it. Hey, what up, Solo Slim? Appreciate you coming through, bro. Yeah, if you read the title, man, we're gonna talk about it real quick because come November 18th, they not gonna care how long you've been driving. It doesn't matter. They don't care how much time you got in the game. It doesn't matter. They don't care how many miles you got in your truck or how many miles you put out there. It doesn't matter. And this is going to happen in all states. It's not New Jersey, not PA, not New York, not Texas. What up, Paul? So this is about to happen come November 18th. So like I said, it don't even matter how long you've been driving. They're not going to care about all that. They're not going to care about all that. It's just going to be an update. So if you know anybody, right, that went through any type of substance abuse, as far as alcohol, as far as weed, as far as drugs, whatever, and you got popped on a DOT test, right? And you got popped. Hold on, let's let this real quick. And say if you got popped, right? If you have not went through clearinghouse, they popping everybody, right? Even if you got a CPL, let me get it right. Even if you have a CPL, that's a commercial learning permit. If you want, you can look it up. Even if you have a commercial learning permit, come November 18th, if you have not got cleared through clearinghouse, they're going to downgrade your CDL license. You're talking about a lot of people going to be affected, and that's the whole United States. So if you in the United States and you have not got yourself cleared through the clearinghouse, they're going to downgrade your CDL license. And it doesn't even matter. So you're going to have a lot of pissed off people. So I advise a lot of people now, if you can, a lot of drivers. Hold up, let me get back. Yeah, you're right, Paul. A lot of drivers are thinking to be unemployed come November 18th, and they ain't playing, bro. They is not playing. They about to downgrade a lot of lights. You talking about thousands of people. And see, what I've been saying is this: that's going to make room for all these AI self-driving trucks to come right in. They saying that once they take your license and you get caught, they talking about prison time if you get caught driving without a CDL license. Once they put that on your status, you have to go through a whole substance abuse program just so that clearinghouse can clear you. But if clearinghouse have not cleared you yet, they're going to downgrade your license, and that's going to be bad for a lot of people, man. That is going to be bad for a lot of people who out there right now that's trying to get your CDL. So that's say like right now, right? Even if this for all of you young cats, and it's for you cats out here right now that's smoking weed, getting high, drinking lean, popping pills, and you up here thinking that, oh, it don't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. It does matter. It does matter. If you get popped with a learning permit, they taking that. They taking that. So if you get popped with a learning permit, you just better go ahead and clearinghouse, try to clear it up. But right now, it's pretty much too late for all of that. I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope so. Hold up 1 second. I had to get through these trucks over here real quick. I hope so. Because if not, it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy out here right now. A lot of people gonna lose their livelihood, man. Just the way they feed their family, the way they feed their kids, the way they take care of their bills. This is how they, pay buy the stuff that they buy. It's about to affect a lot of people, man. A lot of people are getting affected right now by this. See, people think it's a joke, right? People think it's a joke. You running around here getting high, smoking weed, and you're getting popped at the same time. I hate this little street right here. They got all these dualies over here, and to the right side, they got all these cars that's going overseas. Yeah, right. You got to right now. They be. Let me get through this real quick. All right, so hold on. Let me break this down real quick, man, because I want a lot of people to understand what's going on right now. Let's see, a lot of people think this is a joke right now, right? It says right. It says impact on drivers. Now, one second. Let me get through this real quick. Now, see that's what I'm saying, right? See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, a lot of people don't take a call. A lot of people don't take it serious, man. A lot of people don't take it serious right now. That's for those right now. That's like right now, if you smoke weed, right? You're a recreational weed smoker, and you just happen to go take your CDL, and you got to take that DOT physical. Because a lot of people don't know, when we took our CDLs back then, we didn't have to take a physical. Back then, we didn't have to take a physical. We just go down there, take the written test, pass the written test, and wait for the road test to come. We didn't have to take a physical. Now you have to take a DOT physical just to get that. And I know a lot of people that really did that and got popped. And they sitting there, like I told a young man one day, right? A friend of my daughter's, he had called me up one day, and he was telling me that he can't get his SWIT card. I asked him why. He said that he got popped for smoking weed, and now he had to wait till a whole year to get his CDL license. Then he was trying to explain to me, like, I don't think that's right because they allow us to smoke weed. Oh, they allow you to smoke weed. That's like having a gun permit. In the state of Pennsylvania, if you smoke weed and you have a medical license, you got to surrender your gun license. That's the same thing they do with the CDL now. So now, if you get popped for substance abuse, now they taking your license. What you going to do after that, man? What is you going to do? People don't take it that serious, man. They take it real lightly right now. You know, after having mines for so many years. Yeah, I know. You didn't have to go to a school. I got my CDL through unemployment. And I didn't have to go to school for it. Now you got to go to school. You got to go for so many hours, so many credits. Then once you take, it's crazy, Paul, because you have to do the TOC physical now, right? So now say, like, if you go get a permit, you got to do the TOC physical. That physical only lasts you for, I think, what, 60 days? So now you might not even get a road test to 4 months from now. So now you got to go back and take another DOT physical. So now people think that, okay, I'm going to take a physical today, right? And I'm going to go back to smoking weed. Nah, you can't do that, because 3 months later, 4 months later, you got to, your DOT physical run out. You got to take another DOT physical. Now, once you get popped, they taking your license now. They're not even going to issue you a learning permit. They're not going to issue a learning permit no more. They taking that. It's called, what they call it, a commercial. They call it a CPL, your commercial learning permit, CLP, commercial learning permit. So even if you got a learning permit, you're going to get popped on it. I don't even think it's worth it, but nowadays they don't even think like that. Yeah, you got yours a week after you got out of prison, see? Not no more. It don't work like that no more, man. I got mine. I was on my last pay, my last unemployment check. I was on the last week, and I figured out, like I said, I ran into a Spanish cat years ago, and he put me on. So a lot of people don't understand, how serious this is. I try to talk to a lot of young cats, especially talk to a lot of young cats. I go on different community panels on YouTube, and I try to talk to them. And the first thing they say, "Oh, nah, you an old head. You just hating on the young brother." I'm not hating on nobody, because both my son just got his CDL, and my other son going for his CDL license, and he worked for the rail yard. So I'm not hating, because I got young men that's already got their CDL license. So when I try to talk to these young cats, they think somebody hating on them. That's not the thing, man. But what it is, though, you need a cat like me, an old head, to try to put some knowledge in you, because at the end of the day, when they take those CDL license, they're going to make sure you don't get them back. They're They don't make sure you don't get them back. It's a whole list of stuff. When I get up here, I'm gonna read some of this stuff out. Once I get over here to Sealand, because I gotta have it go post up. Because I gotta get in this port real quick. But I'm gonna break it down for y'all because this is serious, man. If you want, you can Google it yourself. Just go to commercial CDL license update for November 2024, November 18th. Just go Google it. You'll see. It's crazy though. Yeah, I hope they do make it past. I'm telling you, hey Paul, you're gonna see a lot of trucks parked. You're gonna see Swift, Prom, JB Hunt. Now JB Hunt, one thing I give to them, they have a serious DOT physical. That means they get the plucking out your arm, they get the plucking out your head, they get the plucking out your arm. They get to doing all of that. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. They get to doing all that. So JB Hunt, they serious about days, but when they get to down, they're gonna downgrade come November 18th. November 18th, they're gonna downgrade. And that's gonna affect, it's gonna affect the hundreds of thousands of drivers, man. It's gonna affect a lot of drivers right now. And it's not like in one state. This is gonna be all 48. All 48. I don't know if Canada doing it, but I know United States, they're gonna shut it down. You know, I spoke about it a couple months ago. I don't know if anybody ever took me serious, but I spoke about it a couple months ago, and I did a whole live on it. But like I said, I try to jump. You in? You in New Jersey? I'm in New Jersey right now, but it's going to affect all states. It's going to affect everybody. Everybody gonna get hit with it. So, like I said, if you have not went and into the clearinghouse and got yourself cleared. Now, I'm going to tell you how crazy it is to get yourself cleared. Now, once you get popped, right, and you got to go through the clearinghouse, first of all, you got to find somebody that's going to hire you first, right, to put you on. Now, once they put you on, now they got to send you for at least 3 DOT physicals, right? 3 of them, back to back, right? So now you got to get 3 of them. Now you got to get on the phone with clearinghouse and let them know that, okay, I went through 1 DOT physical and I got cleared on 1. They came back negative. Now you got to send your test results to clearinghouse. After that, now you got to go for a second one. You got to go for a second one, and once you get that cleared, but before that, when you go through clearinghouse, they're going to send you through a system for 1 year. Within 1 year, they're going to make you take, on my backup, they're going to make you take 4 DOT physicals within 1 year. They all got to come back negative, and you got to get so many points and so many credits. Once you do that, and you clear clearinghouse, now you're going to have to go apply for a job. Now, once you apply for a job, a lot of jobs, it's not going to put you on. So that's the crazy part. You can tell them all day, I went through clearinghouse. The clearinghouse will give you a certificate. Now, once you get the certificate showing that you went through the 1 year program, you passed all your DOT physicals, now somebody got to take a chance to put you on. Now, once they put you on, they're going to have to send you for 3 of them. I think they can even put you in a system for 5 years to 6 years. I know within 5 years, you have to take 4 DOT physicals a year. Then it breaks down to 3. I think it's anywhere from, it could be 3 to 4 years. So within 3 to 4 years, you're going to have to take at least 4 a year. By the time you get to the 5th year, then they break it down to 3. Right? So they're going to put everything in the system, but it's going to be crazy hard for you to get a job because nobody else going to put you on. You know, I'm not going to bring race into a factor, but it's going to be hard for people to put you on or even trust that they can even give you a job. And it's like that, so you got to be careful out here. See, when anybody else will tell you anything different, right? Now, I've been out here going on 32 years now, right? We never had to go through this because if you get popped for a dirty urine, as far as weed, as far as alcohol, whatever they choose to run, how they going, or whatever drug you want, they just send you to a program. The program might last a couple of months, and then the job will either bring you back because of insurance purposes. The job might say, well, I can't put you back on because insurance is going to be too high. So now you got to find somebody to put you on. If you do find somebody to put you on with having a dirty urine and failing a DOT, they're going to pay you less. So if they starting at Say if they starting at $25 an hour, they're going to pay you like $15 an hour. And you got companies down here like Southson. Southson might put you on with a bad DOT record, but they're only going to pay you like $15, $16 an hour. Now you're stuck because you can't make no money now. You can't make no money. So a lot of them is doing that. They about to crash over there. Yeah, he about to smash right into his container. Well, there's really no getting around it. Right now, there's really no getting around it. Basically, right now, you're going to have to sign up for clearinghouse. Once you sign up for clearinghouse, you got to go through the program. Now, if you have not put in, I'm see what they call it. I forgot what status. They got a name for it. Let me get right back. It says right here, drivers will no longer be able to state hop. That means state hop means you can't go, like if you lose your CDLs because of that, you can't go to New York and get a CDL license. You can't go to New Jersey, you can't go to Delaware, you can't go to North Carolina, you can't go to South Carolina, you can't go to Florida. You can't go no other state. See, they're gonna make it worldwide in the United States. So you can't state hop. You can't go nowhere. So it's not like back in the day when you lose your you lose your regular driver's license, and before you get suspended, you go ahead to Pennsylvania and get a new license, or you go ahead to New York and get a license. You can't do that no more. You go to Georgia and get a new license. You can't do that no more. If you have a commercial license and you have not cleared yourself with clearinghouse, and they put you in a certain status, a non-clearing status, what they're going to do is snatch it from you. Now, however it takes for you to get it back, it can take up. It could be a permanent status. They might not even give it to you no more. Depends on how many times you got popped. If you got popped 3 times, you might not be able to get a CDL license no more. But if you got popped 2 times, it depends. But they said if you get popped once, it's up to them. If they choose to say, okay, you fit now to get your CDL license, that could take all day, man. And that's a lot of money, man. I don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, I think this is all to hurry up and rush in the AI trucks. That's my opinion on that. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking they doing that to rush in these electronic trucks and AI trucks to replace CDL drivers, because come 2030 we might not even have one no more. You know, I could just be speaking out of my head right now, but let me get down here so I can break it down. I want to get it in line first, see how I can work it out. So let me see what kind of, I know what kind of. So basically what they're saying, you would have to complete a substance abuse program with clearinghouse to return the duty process. That's what I was saying. Like, I knew somebody who went through it. They had to go. Now, once you go to clearinghouse, now, when you go do a DOT physical, you would have to do a DOT physical on return to duty status. Now, it's going to be kind of hard because you got to find the company that's going to put you on with that. You see me backed up over here? I got to get all this exit. We should be moving right now. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get around this. Yeah, but they're going to make it where as though you can't get around to it. And they're going to hold that on you. And it's going to be messed up because, like I said, you have a lot of people that depends on their CDL license. But you have a lot of people that really don't. You can't. It's like talking to a 5-year-old. If you tell me you can't smoke weed, you're going to smoke weed anyway. That's like me having a CDL license. I don't need to be around nobody who don't smoke weed. I don't need to be around a person that even smoke weed because I don't need that in my system. You got a driver here where I'm at now. He claimed, and it's sad because he was a really good dude. I'm not going to put his name out there. He was a really good dude, and he was cool. But he got popped for PCP. He claimed that he was around somebody that was smoking PCP and it got into his system. So when he went for a DOT random, he got popped for PCP being in his system. Now he claimed he was around it. Do I believe that? Nah, I don't know if PCP can get into your bloodstream and then get you popped for a dirty urine. So that's PCP. So I understand weed, but PCP, you know, I ain't never been around nobody who smoked crack or PCP or heroin or crystal meth, but he claimed it got into his system. So what they did was they took a CDL license. And it's crazy because he was about 62, 63 years old and they took his license. They took his license, and it's crazy, but that's what's going on right now. So got to where once you get popped, that's it. That's it. You're gonna have to give it up, man. What we got right here? Now they got the impact of drivers. Operating a motor vehicle without a CDL license. Now let me get down here first. We're gonna keep on moving, but it's just so much they got for that. If you're in the building, hit the like button, because this is some really good informative information that I want to put out there to people that don't really follow. If you do follow, that's cool. If you don't, just hit the like button. Because November 18, they're going to downgrade a lot of license. You figure that, I don't know how many, but figure 144,000 to 200,000 drivers is going to lose their CDL license. But that will open room up for. Now, a couple of years ago, they wanted to bring in, you know, I think some states wanted to, I don't know if Georgia did it, but I know some states, they wanted to bring in guys, you know, the younger guys, 18 years old, and allow them to get their CDL license. And that's going to put a lot of, you know, with no experience. So you can get, you know, and it's crazy if you bring somebody at 18 to get their CDL at 18, knowing that they just got their driver's license at 16. That's what open the door for a lot right now. Migrants give CDL for free. I won't be surprised. They be giving CDL license out for free to people. I won't be surprised. Because no surprise anymore. I've been in this game for 32 years now, so I've heard a lot of truckers that depend on. If you got high blood pressure, they will down your license for 6 months. Once you go back and you don't fix that blood pressure, they will take your CDL license. Ain't a link. I'm just trying to get through this real quick. You know, if you want to look it up, all you got to do is go to commercial driver's license update November 18, 2024, and then pull the information up. Hey, hold on one second. Let me get through here real quick. Trying to get, I see what he about to do on the side of me. He's trying to cut me off. Hey, good morning, H, baby. Good morning. Come on. I see your comment. What you put? Yeah, I know weed, right? I see you in the building. Hector, appreciate you coming through, brother. I see you in the building. You ever see, that's the thing, man. Like, to have a CDL license nowadays, it's a privilege, man. It is a privilege to have them because they make them so hard for you to get them. Like, all over. That's the only thing that sucks about that. Let's get up to here and see Larry real quick. Oh, C-Line ain't too bad today. All right. Let's get up in here real quick. It ain't too bad today. Ooh, shit. Oh, come on. Gotta get through these scanners first. Yeah, I get it. I gotta drop a load and pick up a load. They gonna drop that load off. I'm find a line and you gonna go on the back line, so I ain't gotta be all between the containers real quick. All right, we in the building. We in the building. Let me get behind here. I don't want to tear nothing up. I want to get in the last lane right here, so I ain't got to be between too many containers. All right, so pretty much how they said you could get your CDL back, right? It said to regain the CDL license, you must complete the SAP, return of duty process, right? The clearinghouse will notify the state driving license agency, SDLA, upon completion. The driver can apply for a new CDL license. You see where the money come involved at? You see where the money come in at? So I'm trying to see. It says right here, check your status to the drug and alcohol clearinghouse, log of the clearinghouse using your account. So now you got to go to clearinghouse. Once you get in the clearinghouse, it's going to be crazy because let's say like if it's 50,000 drivers lose their CDL and 50,000 people is trying to reapply to go to clearinghouse. Clearinghouse is going to be flooded now. This is how you shift the money over. Now clearinghouse is going to be flooded. So now all y'all going to have to get signed up for a program. If it's 2 million in the program, they might tell you, well, you didn't make the cut. You didn't make the list. You might even have to call for a lottery ticket. They might, because when things get so packed, they might do a lottery number. So now if you get a lottery number, now you might have to wait 6 months because they might say, well, we packed right now, right? Now they might say, hey, what up, Shark? They say might we packed right now. So now it says within 60 days notification with the Federal Motor Carrier, your state must downgrade your CDL to CBL permission, right? It says your notification for downgrade require you a state law to prepare for clearinghouse 2 compliance. This is crazy, man. This is the Red Blues choice. And this is going to take, if this ain't just for owner operators, right? Let's say like if you got big companies out here, right? Big companies like JB Hunt, Walmart, and all of them guys, because you with the company that's got a big name out there, that doesn't mean you have drivers who got popped for a dirty urine. You can get popped for a dirty urine just by having too much protein in your system. Just by having too much protein in your system, right? That's like one time I went for a DOT physical and I was eating pistachio nuts, right? Pause, whatever. So I was eating pistachios. They said I had too much protein in my urine. So I had to do another test and it came back clean. But the doctor looked at me and was like, well, you got too much protein. What was you eating? So I told him what was I eating the night before. And he was like, well, you got to stop eating that because if you put too much protein in your urine, they can pull your license and keep your license. They can find any type of way to get you. So be careful when you go take a DOT urine, you go take your DOT physical, drink a lot of water the night before or drink a lot of cranberry juice. But don't be trying to find a way to skip out and find a solution where you're drinking vinegar and water if you're smoking weed. That's crazy. If that's the case, you might as well just start smoking for a month or 2 months before that. There's ways to do it, but you don't have to make sure you clear yourself out, man, because if you've been driving like me 30 years and you walk in and take your license, you done, man. You was really done. You was done. So all that smoking weed, you're gonna have, if you're trying to get the CDL learning permit, stop smoking weed. That's just my advice to you. Stop smoking weed, man. Cut the weed out. If you're on some type of drug or heavy drugs, I don't know what to tell you, because that stays in your system for a long time. Because nowadays when you take a DOT test, what they doing now, they plucking hair out your arm, your armpit, your head. They might, even if you shave, they're gonna try to take hair out your leg. So don't get stupid and go shave your whole body up, because if you using drugs or you smoking weed and now you go in there with a bald head, fit, you know, you cut facial hair off, arms, neck, back, legs. They're going to tell you to come back until you grow some hair on your body, because they just not taking a saliva test as a guarantee anymore. They don't want a saliva test as a guarantee. They plucking hair. They looking for any type of drugs they can find you on. So when you go in there thinking that, oh, you know, they're going to take, I'm just going to do a regular piss test. Nah, they're going to put a thing in my mouth and check my saliva. Nah, they plucking hairs from your body, bro. So all that trying to clean all that up or go for a Brazilian wax, it don't work no more. But they're going to tell you to come back until you grow some hair on your body. Believe it. Believe it. If they can get all these self-driving trucks in here and get us out of here with CDL license, they will do that. And they're going to do that. So now where you gonna go now? You ain't got a CDL license. You gotta find a way. You gotta find means to take care of your family. But you can't get mad with the state. Don't get mad with the state because you choose to get high. You choose to smoke weed or you choose to get high. Don't get mad with the state. You know, if you go there, you're an alcoholic and you get popped for alcohol. That's the same thing. It ain't just drugs. You get popped for alcohol, they're gonna downgrade your license anyway. So come November 18, you're gonna see these ports gonna be empty with drivers. And like Paul said, I hope they do up the rate, because now ain't gonna have no drivers to pull the freight no more. You're not gonna have no drivers to pull the freight. So whatever you need to do, go get yourself clean, but it's gonna be too late because November 18 next month. No, ain't not. And they're gonna say, hey, happy Thanksgiving. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Be taking your CDL license. Now, if you got big plans for the New Year's, or you got big plans for Christmas, or you like to celebrate the holidays and Thanksgiving, ain't gonna be no turkey on that table, bro. Sorry to say it, man. Ain't gonna be no turkey on that table, man. Ain't gonna be no gifts under that tree. It might not even be a tree. You lose your CDL license, it ain't gonna be a tree. And that's gonna be another thing too, because if you use the CDL license as a owner operator like myself, there's gonna be a lot of trucks out there for sale. You're gonna see your truck on the local news sitting on the steamship line being unloaded in Afghanistan somewhere. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but what I'm trying to tell you, it's not even worth it. It's not worth losing your CDL to getting high if this is what you do for a living. If this how you feed your damn family, why do it? Why do it? And I know a lot of people might catch the upload, but share it out if you can, man, because this is a serious matter when it comes down to truckers. Why you think when the ports went on strike, they probably knew this already? Well, we're not going to put the drivers in it, because if you put the drivers in the port strike, come November, they're not going to be able to pull the loads anyway. Think about what I'm saying, man. Share the live and hit the like button. They're not going to be able to do it anyway. So come November 18th, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look like a ghost town out here. So if you in the car and you drive to work every day, you're gonna see less trucks out here. It's gonna affect everybody. It's gonna affect Walmart too. So Walmart gonna be high. Everybody gonna be looking for drivers come that time. If you're trying to get on with a state, PennDOT, whatever state you want to get a state job, and you got a CDL license, you couldn't get on 6 months ago, they're gonna be begging for truck drivers come November 18th. Come November 18th, it's gonna be a high demand for truck drivers. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Precious Pearl, good morning. Thanks for coming through. So come November 18th, there's gonna be a high demand for truck drivers. So if you know somebody that's looking to get a CDL license, you better tell them to get it now. Tell them to get it now. But if they smoking weed, tell them before you go get that CDL permit, give it a 2 months, then go apply for your CDL permits. Because if you're getting high today and take your CDL tomorrow, a permit, you gotta take a DOT physical before you get your CDL permit. You gotta do it. 30 years ago, I didn't have to do that. But today, it's a new time. It's a new year. It's a new era. So when you go apply for your CDL, you gotta do a DOT physical, permit that. You gotta show that at the motor vehicles you go to. And you have to show them that you got your permit, you got your DOT card, in order for them to allow you to take that CDL permit, that written test. So you got to show that the day of the written test. And that's crazy. So now when you show that, you good. But if you go take it now and get popped, you ain't getting no CDL permit. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. So those who right now got popped to take the CDL permit tomorrow, man, you might as well hang it up, man. Just hang it up. Hang it up, man. Because come November 18th, a lot of drivers going to be out of a job, and they're going to be looking for a lot of CDL driver, so might as well go apply for it now and try to get in where you fit in now, because that's gonna make it hard in a minute. That's why they ushering all the AI truck. They got self-driving trucks out here right now. Google self-driving trucks. You see them? I see them up in Binghamton. I see them in Jersey. I see them upstate New York. Well, the most you can make as a driver, it really depends on what you're trying to do. Honestly, it really depends, and it depends on the hustle. Like me as an owner-operator, if you out here, you can make 100 plus a year. You know, but as a company driver now, back then when I got my CDL, they was on, I ain't gonna lie, they was only paying $15 an hour. When I got my CDL 30 years ago, they was paying $15 an hour, but that was probably pretty decent price to overtime and time and a half. Nowadays, they paying anywhere from $25 to $32 an hour. Depends on what company you get with. It depends on your experience, or sometimes it's the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the straw. So sometimes you get in with a company, they'll bring you right in and start you at $30 an hour. Sometimes you got companies out here like Southson paying $15, $16 an hour, when you can go to Burger King and make more than that. The downfalls of driving a truck, to be honest with you, if you're running the road, and you got a family at home and you married, you can hang it up. You can hang it up. You're not, if you run it, see, most, it's like the downfall is this. Precious Pearl, downfall is this. If you get your CDL today, it's hard to get a company job to run local. A lot of companies want to put you on the road, like Swift, Schneider, Prom. They will help you get your license, JB Hunt, but they want to put you on the road. Now, once you're on that road for weeks at a time, it's hard to plan anything. That's the only downfall to driving. It's hard to plan when you driving. You on the road, all you're gonna be doing is making money and sending money home to pay bills. That's it. So if you got a wife and she don't understand trucking, you can hang that up. You got a girlfriend, you can hang it up. You got a husband and he don't drive trucks, he's not gonna understand, and that's, y'all gonna clash from that. You're not going to see your kids or not. If you're talking about you want to be in your kids' life as far as events, you know, you got daughters that's in the cheerleading, that's in the sports, soccer, basketball, rugby, whatever, soccer, tennis. You can hang it up if you're on the road. You can hang that up. You know, if you're a father and you got sons and they into football, track and field, basketball, you know, they into things like that, you're not going to be able to make all that unless you got a company job. But when you get your CDL, a lot of the downfalls is once you get your CDL, a lot of companies is not going to hire you if you don't have at least 2 to 3 years experience. That's a fact. They're not going to put you on. If you only got 2 to 3 years experience, they're not going to put you on. That's the downfall of that. The downfall of that is that they might tell you you're going to make, $100,000 a year. No, you're not. No, you're not. So when you get, so a lot of the downfall is when people that get their CDL, they're expecting to make a certain amount of money because you said, well, I got my CDLs now. I'm about to get out here and make the big money. You get out there, it's not like that. It's not like that. When you start looking at the numbers, $25 an hour, $30 an hour, and you get 80 hours a week, and with trucking, they try to break your back, break your legs. They don't want an arm and a leg. They want arm, leg, torso, back, feet, legs, fingernails. They want it all, and they're not paying for that. They're not paying for that. They don't pay for blood, sweat, and tears. Either you gonna get in that truck and turn that key, or they're gonna put another body in that truck. And that's just how the game works. So that's the only downside of that. You'll make some money, but in the beginning, when you first get your CDL, you're gonna lose a lot of money. You're not gonna make the same money I would make if I go in with 30 years with experience. You know, as a newcomer, and you just get your license, it's hard to make money. And I'm keeping it 100, unless you coming from a family that's have a trucking company. Now, if you coming from a family with a trucking background, with a trucking company, then they could put you on, you'll make some money. You'll make some money, but if you just fresh out the woods, wet behind the ears, it's gonna be kind of hard to make some money. I gotta jump out real quick and take these, I'm gonna get right back at you. I'm gonna jump out, cut these zip ties on this chassis, and get right back at you real quick. right, we back in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you can, if you feel like it, you want to share it, go ahead and share it out. If you don't, that's cool with me. But yeah, that's the only downfall is the trucking. That's the only downfall. Make sure I got my information. I get in here, get up on this box right here so I can get up in this port. I'm gonna make sure. All right, I gotta make sure I got my appointment number in here. You got the appointment number. You gotta drop a load and get a load. Appointment number is 315-457. 315-457. All right, let me get up in here. All right. Let me get up in here first. I got a 10 to 12 appointment. Hope they don't kick me out of here. They don't kick me out of good. Sometimes they kick me out of here. Depends on the scanning when you come out. And see how we work. Kick me out. Alright. Got it. I think that's it. Alright, I got it. Thank you. Alright, we good, we good, we good. We are good. Alright. First box. Gotta go to G306. And then the second box, I gotta go to 401. Alright, we good, we good, we good, we good, we good. We up in here, we in here, we in here. You get to drop one and pick one. I gotta drop this in New Jersey. I gotta take it to Jersey, exit 26, 80, so we ain't too far from the port. Alright. Yeah, but that's the only downsides of trucking. Like, that's the pros and cons of trucking. You know, you have to put that time in. Even with me being going on 32 years in now, if I go to, like, say if I go get a company job, because of my experience, no accidents, good driving record history. I don't smoke weed, you know, I smoke my cigars, you know, sip a little wine here and there, but I don't do drugs. I try to stay somewhat in shape, work out, do what I do. And even with all of that being said, they still won't pay me for what I work. That's the only thing about having a CDL. You can have 30 years in the game and they still start you off at the low pay scale. That's the only thing I don't like about trucking. Only thing I don't like about it. They need to slow down. That's the only thing I don't like about trucking. They don't really honor your time, the time you put in. They don't honor that. That's the only thing I don't like. The only thing I don't like about trucking. They don't honor the time you put in. That's the only thing I don't like. Union or non-union, they don't really honor the time you put in. The blood, sweat, and tears, and, you know, taking away from your family, taking away from your loved ones, and you out here sweating, living in a truck, you know, state to state. You know, you driving 4 days out to California. You got to do a 32-hour reset, 4 hours back. You on the road for 10 days, and they want to pay you what? They want to start you at 68 cents to $1 a mile. That ain't no money, man. So that's the only thing sucks about trucking right about now. That's like the downsides to it is You, like I said, some companies paying you $15, $16 an hour, and the state of Pennsylvania, they Burger King paying them $7.15 an hour. They just have you thinking like, is it worth getting my CDL license? You know, you got Costco's paying $32 an hour to drive a forklift. Is it worth getting a CDL license? It's to that point now. I say go get it. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go get it. You got an opportunity to go get your CDLs, go get it. Gotta wait till the machine move first. Alright, let's go over here to 306. I might lose service. I might. It really depends on these containers. I owe the 306. That's 307 right there. 306 in front of me. Alright, so 308 is backed up. Glad I ain't going 308. We gotta go 306 though. 306, 19. Alright, come on. If you're in the building, hit the like button, share it out. It's a whole lot more I want to talk about, but I don't think about it. But you get a lot of, yeah, you got females in the port too. Alright, we gotta go to 19. Spot should be on the ground. Alright. 19 should be at 17 in front of me. 19 should be right here. These little containers on the right side right here. Alright, here we go. I just gotta swat up and wait for the machine to come. Machine grab the box. It should be in the clear. You know, back it up a little bit. Let me back this up just a little bit. Make sure I'm in the clear though. 1 second. Jump out real quick. Where we at with it? That's one that. Alright, here we go. Back it up just a little more. Alright, with the machine kept taking this box, so I don't go to 4. Yeah, but like I was saying, let me see what you wrote there. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this, Precious Pearl. Now, the thing is this. Hey, what up, AJ? Thing is this. Now, you do have married couples out here. Don't get me wrong. You'll have the wife go get a CDL, and she'll team up with her husband. See, a lot of them, they buy these really big trucks that got a 1-bedroom inside, bathroom, kitchen. They got everything, and they do run the road together. It works. You know, it works if you don't have no kids, or it works if your kids are older and they out their house. That's when that works. So it does work if you marry, or if you in a relationship and you and your significant other, y'all both have a CDL license and y'all team up and y'all run the road together. Yeah, that money will grow. Now y'all in a truck together, y'all banking y'all money. Y'all ain't really home, y'all on the road, y'all in a nice truck. The truck these truck provide you with everything. Like my truck, it's small, but I got a bed back there. But the 2024, 25, man, you get double bunk. You get a refrigerator, converter. Some trucks so big, you get a stand-up shower. You got like a 1-bedroom with a kitchen in the back. You got a side doors. Those are people who live on the road, stay on the road, and it works. Now, like I said, you can make some money out here, but if you marry and your wife just get a CDL and you're already driving, you don't have to worry about taking the low end of the stick. You don't have to worry about saying, okay, cool, like I can't get a job, I gotta run the road. You with your significant other, and y'all can maintain the bills. If y'all got a house, y'all can pay the mortgage, y'all can pay the trailer, pay the car note, pay the insurance. Y'all on the road, you know, so you can live on the road, and it's beautiful out there. I done seen it. I ran the road. I ran from Jersey to Washington State and back. I went to Vegas and back. I went to Cali and back. I ran the road, so you can make some money. You can definitely do it. So like I said, you can live in the truck. Some people, they rather just live in the truck. Some people rather live in the truck. You know, but if you have little ones at home, it's hard to do that. If you have little kids at home, it's hard. It's very hard because you're not gonna really see them. You're not gonna be able to see them like that. Oh, they going on the other side? Yeah. With the paper at. All right, so now we go back to this this downgrading of CDL lights come November. Now they're expecting it's going to get crazy though, because now it's going to affect a lot of people that have a CDL license. All right, so how they breaking it down is what's going to change, the clearinghouse rules, impact of drivers, you got series of penalties, you got getting your CDL back, steps for CDL holder before November. Now, steps for CDLs holder before November change. Check the status in your drug and alcohol clearinghouse, right? Downgrade your license if it's necessary. Nah, why would you downgrade? I guess they saying downgrade your license if necessary. So what they trying to tell you to do, if you know you have not got cleared through the clearinghouse, they telling you to downgrade your license now before they do it. If you do it, it's better for you to downgrade it now because you don't have to worry about the penalties they're going to put on top of your license and restrictions. So now if you downgrade it now, knowing that you not have got cleared through clearinghouse, downgrade it, then find yourself a program, put yourself in a program through clearinghouse, and you can fix it through that. Now that's another way you can keep your license if you take these CDLs off now. But if you do that, make sure you find you a job that's going to hold you down. You're going to have to take a pay cut. But find you a job that's going to hold you down for now so that when you do clear everything you need to far as the drug abuse program, find a drug abuse program that's linked with clearinghouse, because you don't want to find a program that ain't got nothing to do with clearinghouse. And clearinghouse, you go through like 6 months. And then you say, well, you try to go to clearinghouse and tell clearinghouse, well, I went through a program, clearinghouse, what's the problem now? And they're going to say, well, that wasn't a program we sent you to. You understand what I'm saying? So if they don't send you there, now you stuck. So you might as well downgrade it now, contact clearinghouse, see what program that they link with, that they can send you to provide you with, and say, okay, cool, I'm gonna go through there, come 6 months to a year, I'm gonna clear, now you gotta reapply. So once you reapply, you gotta take the CDL test all over again. And now if you a driver, and you got your CDL 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, it's gonna be crazy now, because now the questionnaire is harder, it's different. The CDL book is different than it was before. Back then it was easy to do it for some of us that can read and comprehend. But if you can't read and comprehend, if you don't understand what you're reading, and they put a new book in your face, and you 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, it's gonna be kind of hard trying to compete with them youngins that's either coming out of school or that can so much, you know, get through it. But I can't really say that neither, because a lot of young kids now, the ones that's not in school, computer, that's on the computer all day, is gonna be kind of hard for them too. But you understand what I'm saying? So if you can downgrade it now, I think that's your best option, your best choice, is to downgrade your CDLs now and get linked with a program and just trying to find some way you can make some money. You know, I guess if you get downgraded and go get a hot shot or try to get a job with driving a forklift or construction, or trying to find a job doing something, or you can drive a box truck with a non-CDL. Now you can do a non-CDL box truck where you don't need a CDL driver. As long as you don't have air brakes, you don't need a CDL for that. So you can actually help yourself, but you have to do it now. But a lot of drivers going to be hard-headed, and they're not going to do that. A lot of drivers not going to downgrade your license, and then just be honest with y'all. You're not going to do that. And that's the only thing with that. Oh yeah, teamwork does make the dream work. Yeah, but if y'all on the same page, you gotta be on the same page though. That's a fact. You gotta be on the same page. You gotta be able to make it work. You know, you got to be able to, you got to be able to compromise with each other. If there's no compromise, there's no understanding, there's no teamwork. You know, it just can't be I and teamwork. You know, you have to really put that time in and make it work. You know, greed and money can't come between what y'all trying to do. You know, some people just greed, you know, laziness, selfishness, that won't work if you're trying to make something work. So you got to be able to compromise, do it all to make it work. What else we got on this? We got now see, this is another thing too. Now this is the crazy part. Now I say, like, right now what they're saying is you get caught up, right? Once your license get downgraded and you work for, say if you work for a company like JB Hunt and your license get downgraded come November, the company must keep a copy of your driver's license. They must keep a copy. Ain't none of that, I'm gonna walk away and find another job. No. In the United States, it applies for all 48 states, right? All 48. So like I said, you can't leave Jersey and say, okay, I'm gonna go to New York and get a CDL. It's not gonna happen no more. Because once that employee get it, they're gonna put it in a database. And if you go apply for a job and say, well, I got a CDL license, because you already know they're gonna have fake licenses out there, or people already got 2 licenses, right? People already got a duplicate, and that's gonna be an issue too, because people right now probably gonna say, well, I'm gonna go say I lost my license and get a duplicate license, then I could go out of town and get a job. It's not gonna work because it's gonna follow you. Don't be stupid. It's gonna follow you out of state. So if you want to go to Washington State, it's gonna follow you. I don't know how Canada works. I don't know if Canada is gonna be able to pick up the states, but I don't know. You might want to move to Canada. I don't know how that works. But maybe Canada, you know, they might pick you up. I don't know. But in the United States alone, it's gonna apply to each state. So you're not gonna be able to run from it. So if you can downgrade it now, and just bite the bullet. Bite the bullets, all right, it's time to move on. But it's gonna cause it's gonna be some terrible reactions up here. The driver's gonna lose their livelihood. You know, I can say I feel for you, but you know what you was doing when you was out here with a CDL license. You knew you was getting high. You know you was smoking weed and got popped. You know you was up here using PCP, heroin, and they check for all of that. When you do a DOT physical, when they pluck your arm and all of that, they looking for meth, they looking for PCP, they looking for cocaine, they looking for heroin, they looking for everything. Opioids, they looking for everything. So whatever drug of choice that you like, they looking for it. And they gonna take your license. They've been talking about this at the beginning of the year. They gonna take your license. And that go for women and men. It ain't no, oh, it's just for the men, no. It's just for the women, no. You know, ain't nothing you pick it on me because I'm a different race. It ain't happening, bro. If you got pop, you got pop. If you ain't go through clearinghouse by then, you know, you should have been in clearinghouse. If you got pop, you should have been in clearinghouse the day before, right after that. Or if you got pop, you should have been in clearinghouse come September, or I guess August, I don't know. You know, they want you to stay compliant, but I'm looking at a picture right now, and they got a guy driving an electric truck, and that's another thing too. They trying to move in these electric trucks. They trying to move in these self-driving trucks, and that's what's going to happen. That's where the AI going to kick in, because right now you already got Tesla robots. Yeah, I seen them. Can you see a Tesla robot driving a truck? I can. I could definitely see a Tesla robot driving a truck. These billionaires and these big corporations, they could care less about you. They could care less about me. I could definitely see a Tesla robot getting in the truck, pulling up in the port, pulling up at these customers. I can see that. I could definitely see a Tesla robot doing the job that we can do. But if you're going to sit back and get high and you're going to give it up, don't get upset. But I can see that. I can see a robot driving an 18-wheeler. They could care less if it's fatalities or casualties of war, or families getting hurt. They could care less about any of that. Billionaires could care less. I should ask this Canadian driver right here if they're going to do the same thing in Canada. I should ask him. But he apparently don't speak no English, though. I should ask him. They speak English, but it might be kind of hard for them to understand me. But I'm gonna, you pull on my ass and see if the same thing going down in Canada, but why they come out? You know, if you got any questions, don't be afraid to drop it, you know, ask a question. I got pretty much try to help you understand what's going on. This has been in the work. This ain't nothing new. It may be new to some people that didn't know about this. But this ain't nothing new. So if you can share out you can share it out, hit the like button, you can share it out. But it definitely ain't nothing new. This was in the talks about AJ about 4 or 5 months ago, right? It's been in the works. Don't nobody take anything seriously. Plus you got so many so much going on at one time that you got this presidency going on, you got Trump with his shit, you got Kamala with her madness, you know, you got the whole P. Diddy crazy shit. It's like so much going on that it could take away from things that's seriously going on in America right now. And this is a serious matter. Because without our truckers, you won't get the products you need. We move America. We move this. And some people say, well, no, we move it. I don't care how you get your product, it's by truck. I don't care how you get your product, it's by truck. And that's just facts. I don't care if you get your product by a car or a tiny van. It had to go from a tractor to a warehouse. From a warehouse, they break it up for another truck, to a box truck, to a straight job, to a car, to a van, your Amazon, your post office. Everybody moves shit through trucks. So it's gonna affect how you eat. It's gonna affect how you live. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, what up, Derek? What up? What's going on, brother? Oh, Dominican. Oh yeah. My boy, right? Nah, I was telling a story last week. My boy, when I said I first met when I first found out what a Dominican was, when he said he was Dominican, I said Domino's. I ain't know what a Domino. He said no, Dominican. I ain't know what a Dominican was, but I just know I grew around in Puerto Ricans, man, and Mexicans, and different Hondurans, and Ecuadorians, and Soviet, whatever. But I didn't know, man. I didn't know. Yeah, he was darker than me, speaking Spanish. I was like, what? You what? Man, you about darker than me, man, you know? Because his mom and his pop didn't speak that much English, but he spoke English. But he also spoke Spanish. And to see a black brother darker than me, I'm like, Dominican? What is a domino? He said, this shit no domino, Dominican. This shit's crazy, though. Yeah, but it's going to affect a lot of people, man. You think the poor strike, being out of a week, maybe they might up the rate. It'd be good if, not say it'd be good, because I don't want to see nobody lose their job. I don't want to see nobody lose their livelihood on how they make their money, take care of their kids, their family, take care of their bills. But hopefully it might up the rate. Hopefully it might up the pay in the trucking, because a lot of truckers going to lose. And we're going to be out of truck drivers. You're going to definitely be out of thousands of truckers. So hopefully it might work out. I don't know. But I know back then when I first started driving, I ain't gonna lie, I knew drivers that was getting high speed, taking 8 balls. I knew drivers was coked up. Coming up back then, man, when I was young, early 90s, I knew brothers, old heads, that would drive from Jersey to California, take you 4 days, right? Because you know when you drive 11, but now you can drive 11 hours. But back then, there was no restrictions. There was a lot of rules on driving. You could drive how long as you want. Yeah, drivers back then they'll leave Jersey and be in California 2.5 days. 2.5 drain, coke those, I mean, just speed up, coke, crack. They weren't smoking weed driving on truck. Nah, they was Mountain Dew and crack. Mountain Dew and coke. They drive 2.5 days in Cali, 2.5 days in Washington State. They go to Texas overnight. Coked out their mind, man. A lot of old heads. I don't know about now, but still got drivers out there getting high. And they're gonna find a way, you know, they're gonna find a way, drinking a lot of Red Bull. They're gonna find a way to pop you. Just be careful though. They're gonna find a way. But it was crazy back then when I was driving. Drivers out there getting it, and they was getting that money. The money changed, the road changed, the rate changed, the fuel changed. Back then fuel was cheap. To get diesel then was $1 something a gallon. 90 cents a gallon, 75 cents a gallon. Now fuel's climbing up. California fuel, right, for gas in California, $6 a gallon. We cry over here, and it's over here up north about $2 a gallon, when California's still paying $6 a gallon for gas. I think they're paying that for 91. So I hope it don't affect, you know, a lot of y'all loved ones that do drive trucks like myself. Hey, what up, Wild Country? I see you in the building. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Appreciate you coming through. You know, and you know, check out the title. And that's what's going on. Coming November 18, they're gonna downgrade CDL license for the ones that have not got themselves in clearinghouse substance abuse programs and all of that. So they're gonna downgrade the license, CDL license. So if you know anybody with CDL license, come November 18, and they got powerful dirty urine, they got powerful drug and alcohol, bad urine, and they have not got themselves in the program, they're gonna downgrade the license. And that's a lot of truckers. That's a lot of truckers, man and female. Women is not exempt, because you got women out there too that get high. Especially these younger kids, they can smoke weed and drive trucks at the same time. Don't you know if you get caught high at a DOT weigh station, they're gonna put cuffs on you? Do you know that? If you get caught smoking weed or get caught with smelling weed in the truck, even if they don't find the weed, they smell weed in the truck, they're gonna put cuffs on you. They're gonna lock you up at a DOT weigh station or DOT roadside inspection or DOT stop. They're gonna put handcuffs on you, and they're gonna tow that truck. They're gonna tow that truck. They don't care if it's a company truck, who truck it is, they towing it back. If it's a self-driving truck, maybe the truck will drive itself back. But you get caught smoking, they're just gonna lock you up out here. And it's one thing for you to get locked up in your own town, but to get locked up on the road, but them white boys gonna put them handcuffs on you, and they gonna look you in your face and tell you no better. You done, bro. License gone. I done seen drivers get pulled over with bodies in the back. I ain't talking about dead bodies. I'm talking about human trafficking. You're done. Human trafficking and worse. You losing everything. You was losing everything. I done seen Mexicans come out the bunk. I done seen migrants come out the trailer. You done out here, man. Done out here. For a piece of change? Nah, it's not worth it, man. I don't think your license is worth a couple of dollars when you get caught. You get too comfortable, you're gonna get caught. That's with anything. You get too comfortable doing anything illegal, you're gonna get caught. You get too comfortable with it. You gotta take care of yourself out here. Bugs all over the place. I don't think this machine coming. I'm being here for a minute. Cause I gotta leave out of here. I gotta go one slot up. I gotta go, I'm at 300. I gotta go back 400. I gotta leave out of here, make a left. I gotta go to 401. Oh, 401 ain't back though. I gotta go behind me another stack. If I cross that lane with that crane at, that means I'll be in the 200s. I'm in the 3 right now. I gotta go to 4. The boxer picked up is 69,490 pounds. That's a yep. Gross weight 43,000. Total weight 69,000. I mean, it is what it is. What I brought, it's crazy. Yeah, I need to spread this chassis. Let me give me 1 minute. I need to spread this chassis. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute. If you can't hit the like button, hit the like button. It's already 12 o'clock. Alright, what we got? 24 states automatic. Yeah, and they talking about all states is automatic. Alright, so I'm about to end this live real quick because I gotta jump out and try to pull these pins on this chassis. Hey, what up? Salute, Chill Will. I see you in the building, man. All right, I got you. Do I think it's a bad thing and a good thing? I think it's a bad thing because back then, Wild Country, back then they send you to a program, right? They'll offer the program first. They see if you need help, like substance abuse for drug, alcohol. They're not offering that. You know, I think if you get popped for a dirty, you know, a drug and alcohol, you get popped for dirty urine, I think they should offer you some way to get help. Or say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have you sign up for a program, right? And you take the program, and the program might last you six months. So say if you get offered me a 6-month program, they used to do that. All you could do is say, well, I have an addiction problem to drugs and alcohol, and they would send you to get help. So now within that program, you have to go like 5. Say if you're in the program, like with you able to work from 8 to 4. You able to work 8 hours a day, and you leave the job and go right to the program and spend an hour, or you can do an hour at the program and then go to work. They should at least offer you that. But if you have an abuse or you have an addiction, is something different than you smoking weed. You see what I'm saying? I say like you just happen to smoke some weed one day, and then the next day your job tell you, oh, hey Jay, you gotta go take a drug and alcohol physical. You gotta do it by Sunday, and it's already Friday. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. And what they do, they put a lot of restrictions, because your job will tell you, if you don't go take the DOT physical by Sunday, I can't dispatch you. Right there at that moment, you should tell your job, listen, I was smoking or I was drinking. I can't do it. Can I get the next following week? And if you honest like that, oh, they got a machine. Then they might help you like that. But do I think it's worth it? It's up and down, man. I think they should at least offer you to see if you have an addiction, you know, because if you were, let's say like right now, that don't apply to police officers. That don't apply to paramedics. That don't apply to firemen. They only applying it to truck drivers, you know? And they don't apply that to correction officers. Hold on one second. All right, they about to take the box. There we go. And spin around. Yeah, but I think they should at least offer you some type of program so you can get help. I think they should at least offer you that. Other than just taking your CDL license from you, they should give you a way out. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I think, man. But, you know, that because some people might see it different. Like, oh, Jay Quill don't know what he's talking about. If he a crackhead, he a crackhead. But I believe in you know, giving somebody time to redeem themselves and you know, get themselves fixed. I believe in it. You know, some people might see it different. I don't think everybody should you know, suffer because of the habits that they have. You know, but like I said, as long as you know, if you have an addiction, they will find that out easy. All right, you gotta go to full 401. That's just me, man. I just see things different. That's all. Somebody can see it different than that. Say, nah, Jay, well, if he a crackhead, he a crackhead. Alcoholic, an alcoholic. But you got functional crackheads and functional alcoholic. But now it comes down to this. If it comes down to what drug you get popped for, I think if you get popped for weed, there's some help for that. But if you get popped for a hard drug, then I think, hey, it should be something more than what they can do for you. But if it's just weed, I don't know. But if you talk about heroin, PCP, crystal meth, yeah, they should at least offer you a program. At least shut you down for 6 months and have you go get yourself cleaned up. They don't stop. If I'd have ran right through that stop sign, I'd have ran right into him. Oh, I can go to 400. Oh, it's right here. I'd have ran right into him. 400 is good. I'd go to 400. You go into these machines, but they don't want you to drive behind the machines, but they get their little feelings when you drive. They don't want me on the tracks though, but they guarantee feeling when you drive under the machines, but they don't want you to go behind them. Alright, let's get around this real quick. So I can grab this box. What you gonna do, bro? Let's go. The 401 is right here. And the 403. That's 402 right there. And then the 401. The 401 over here. Let's see where we at with this. I might have to, he gonna spot right there. I gotta squeeze between this cat. Watch that wall over there. The 4119 is in front of him. Alright. He's getting the slot real quick. Chinaman looking at me like, where you going, Narrow? Narrow about to go over here. I just gotta squeeze in here. I gotta try to jack it in the hole before the machine comes. Let's see if I can get up in here. You know, park it like a car. Let's see. Here, 419. Now the machine can choose to give you the box, or he can choose, and he going up. The machine on the left. Where you going, bro? Come on, man. He played me, man. He played me. Come on, machine. I wanted that, bro. All right, let me slide this thing back, man. I guess the machine was like, nah. I don't know why narrow squeeze in between, but I had to get up in there, though. All right. China man probably got mad like you the reason why he left. You can't be doing that. Not over here. You can't be blocking the lane over here. Black guy over here. It is what it is, bro. Alright, I gotta slide anyway. Hey, chill, Will. So, man, what's your thoughts on that, man? Let me back it up. Let me back it up just a little bit so I can squeeze up in here. All right, we should be good right there. We should be. We should be. There we go. Let's check it out one more time. Make sure we good up in here. I gotta roll it back. I'm way off mark right now, man. Shit. Yeah, I gotta roll this back. I don't want to tear my truck up. I'm watching for that mirror over there. Yeah, I'm gonna give him some room to get out, but I'm all the way off mark. And I'm gonna end this live real quick. I appreciate y'all for coming through. One love, take care of yourself. Share the live, hit the like button. We out here. I'll get at y'all in a minute.